Say there, bald fatty, didn't we just do this?
No, Mario, no. I know I'm wearing the same shirt from my last pickup video, days later. You can tell it's days later by the fact that my hat is on backwards. We're days later from my last pickup video to show you another pickup video from this past week's garage sale pickups. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's start at the Goodwill. I was thinking my show needed like an intro song. I was thinking of parodying like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Like, it's a beautiful day for collecting games, a beautiful day for G7. Then I decided that the first thing I needed was like a spy cam so I could show you actual hunting footage as opposed to the bald fat ass who wears the Cardinals gear just like holding shit up to the camera and saying, see what I picked up? So hey, that's the next step. Goodwill, I picked up a copy of Ridge Racer 7? What? I don't know what number it is. Ridge Racer for the PS3. And one Street Ball for the PS2. Which was really funny because like a day or two before I was talking with someone trying to remember those And One mixtape tours they had on ESPN back in the day. The Professor! Oh my god, the Professor! Oh my god, the Professor! Oh my god, the Professor! Now I'm gonna get to play as the Professor should this game ever enter my PS2. Which it probably won't. What else did I pick up? A kind of beat up copy of Karate Champ, which I used to wear out in the arcade back in the day. $2.99 though, not bad. And finally, just kind of sitting there, a 6-axis. Not a DualShock 3, but a 6-axis. Oh boy. Hopefully it works. I'll have to charge it up. But $2, it's kind of cool to have a 6-axis. Alright, that was my Goodwill finds from a couple days ago. Now let's go to yesterday's G-Sale lot. And I had a pretty good day. I should have organized this better because I'm going to start with this one over here. I'll put this over here. Hunting problems when you have to arrange the stuff you're going to show on the video. Let's see. Wii games, Dead Space Extraction, which I used to have, and then I think I traded in for something, but got it again. Bully Scholarship Edition, and Smash Brothers Brawl. They had $5 on each game. I got all three for $10. Smash Bros is a flip. The other two are a keep. I wanted to tell the story of this. This was actually from the last garage sale I went to. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. As you may have seen in the previous video, I bought Dark Alliance 2, which is a rare find. This was the last garage sale I went to yesterday. And I asked about games, and the wife, you know, gets her husband to go in there and get games. They're in the process of moving, and from what I can tell from talking to them, we're going to be going with the clothes on our back and whatever we can fit in this little car, and we gone. So she tells him to go get games, and while he's in there, she's telling me the story about when they first started dating. She wanted to buy him a Nintendo 64 because the Nintendo 64 just came out, and they were all sold out throughout the state of Montana, and she felt really bad because her then boyfriend, now husband, grew up not having anything, so she like called the CEO of Kmart, and they shipped one from Austin, Texas. And ever since then, every single video game console they bought day one for him. And needless to say, this kind of made him a spoiled brat. And I hate to talk bad about the guy because he seemed kind of nice, but he was really crying about his video games. And the wife's like, listen, you're going to have to make some tough decisions. We can't take all these. So he's like, how much did I buy this for? Because the receipt from the local game store, retro game store, Snow Days, is in there. I'm like, looks like you bought it for 10. He's like, great. I'll sell it to you for 10. And just when I'm about to point out, like, listen, I'm 30 miles away from my house, and I'm not... The wife comes over like, you can't do that, honey. You got to at least give him, like, some sort of deal. So he gave me a deal for $5. Meanwhile, he's saying, I know this goes online on eBay for $45, $50. I'm like, dude, look it up. Its sequel goes for $35 to $40. This doesn't. So, of course, homie pulls out his phone and starts going on eBay. And meanwhile, I should say, he's got like a collection of PS2, some Xbox 360 games. I'm like, you're going on eBay. I'm going to go on price charting on my phone. Because I'm not standing in your driveway having you tell me what freaking eBay prices are. And the reason I'm saying all this is because they had one Genesis game. He brought out one Genesis game. And it was Shadowrun. And Shadowrun's kind of rare. And I wanted it. I wanted it real bad. So he's eBaying. Man, this goes for $50 online. And I just wanted to tell him, I'm like, then go sell it online. You go sit here and look up eBay prices at your garage sale. Go sell it on eBay. And after eBay takes its listing fee, and then takes a seller's fee, and PayPal takes it, and you get your ass down to the post office, and you see how mad this makes me, and you buy a package to ship it, so make sure it doesn't like break or anything happens in shipment, and then you pay the whatever it costs to send it, and then you take the risk of the person who buys it coming back and do a chargeback saying it wasn't in the condition as listed or wasn't in the same as in the photo, and then you got to deal with eBay shit to prove that you sent the same thing that you put. You want to deal with that shit? Go right ahead. There's a reason I don't fucking deal with eBay a whole lot, because when I sold a copy of Super Mario Sunshine for $25, it went like that because I priced it below what everybody else was going at, and then this person took the fees, and this thing took the... And I wound up selling it for $25 with about $17 in a PayPal account that is a fucking hassle to get out of the PayPal account. So go right ahead. Use eBay. I'm standing in your driveway right now with a $20 bill ready to take that Shadowrun off your hands. You don't want to sell it? Be my guest. You want to go on eBay? Be my guest. But don't fucking look up eBay price and tell me that it's going for $45 online and I should just whip out $45 because, by God, I'm the happiest guy in the world. I got an eBay deal at standing inside your garage. I'll try not to do any more rants, but Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Your wife's telling you to sell all your fucking shit because you can't fucking take it to Arizona or wherever the God fuck you're going to. And dude almost started crying. Like, he's sitting there holding this. Wife's like, just sell it. He'll give you $5 for it. Just, I don't want to sell my games. You're making me sell my games. There's other stuff in there besides that Shadowrun that I wanted to buy, but I got the fuck out of there. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit because you're going to start fucking looking up eBay prices for this fucking Xbox 360 game I ain't heard of. Done. Alright, moving on. This box was at a garage sale. It's a Nintendo 64, a really nice, clean Nintendo 64 with the expansion pack. No games, no controllers. I asked, and they said that we have another Nintendo 64, and we enjoy playing it, so we didn't want to get... God, why can never get these things on? Gosh dang it! It's the rant version of the Juice Daddy program. Ah! They didn't want to get rid of any games, because they still play. They don't get any rid of controllers any play. That's alright, because if you watched last week, I picked up a Nintendo 64 with 2.5 decent controllers. I could put one of those with this. It did come with hookups. There is the power supply, and amongst this bundle of cords is the AV cables. You'll have to trust me. The box was $10. The expansion pack alone goes $15-20. There was other things in this box. There's a memory card. There is a copy of Pocahontas for the Game Boy. And... oh, that's another pickup. I'll leave that over there. There's also in the box this Pac-Man plug and play. Goodness gracious. Gosh dang it! Ah! It's the Angry Juice Daddy Show! Joe's gonna sue me! Anyway, Pac-Man plug and play. I have no idea what games are on it besides Pac-Man, but there it is. Box was $10. I'll flip the Nintendo 64 and make some cheddar. Make a little cheddar, not much cheddar, but some cheddar nonetheless. Alright. This one that I put over here. Second week in a row, I've gotten a big box of PlayStation 2 stuff. Now, I went through this before, and I actually cherry-picked like 4 or 5 games that I wanted. And so I'm sitting there holding them, and I'm thinking, you know, he's probably going to charge me $10 for these. Let me see what he wants, because just from talking to the dude, it sounded like they weren't interested in making money more than just getting it out of their house, getting stuff they don't want out of their house, and getting into a place of someone who does want it. So while I'm sitting there holding like the few games that I really, really wanted out of the box, I asked him what he wanted just for the whole thing. And he kind of haggles. He's like, I don't know what it's worth, but I don't really want to make money on it. I just wanted to go somebody who's going to show it some love and is going to get some enjoyment out of it. What do you think? I'm like, I don't know, man. It's yours. These are really the only games I want out of this, but I thought before asking you how much for these, I'd find out what you wanted just for everything. And he kind of like, what about $20? And I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely $20 is what I will give you. And I was even be honest with him, because there is a system in here, a PS2 system. And I told him, like, you know, GameStop's, he's like, well, maybe you can find some other stuff at GameStop. I'm like, no, not really. But I know they're taking systems back in for trade-in, but they're giving you like $15 for them. He's like, oh yeah. So I got this, and I know at the very least I can get like $20 credit, maybe even a little bit more, at the local GameStop. The ticket of, not GameStop, Game Store, the ticket of which you saw inside Baldur's Gate. It has a memory card. It also has 2 sensors for Logitech wireless controllers, which are right here. And right there. This one looks like the battery cover is being held on by some duct tape. Also has some standard controllers. There's one of them. There is 2 of them. It's like another Logitech sensor, which probably means there's another Logitech controller. Sweet! So 5 controllers, and 3 of them are wireless. He also put in the box this Energizer rechargeable battery thing, and some Energizer rechargeable batteries. That's pretty nifty. He says he doesn't know if they work. We'll find out. There's the plug-in for that. Games. First he had this. It's mostly junk. Need for Speed Underground 2. Madden 2005. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 09. Tiger Woods 05. Madden 09. I like the people who go Madden who gives a fuck. That's pretty. Oh, there's 2 here. Yay! Tony Hawk's Underground and NCAA Football 2000 who gives a fuck. I'm just gonna, oh, there's a God. Oh, that's why I just pulled in there. Goodness gracious. Conflict Desert Storm 2 Back to Baghdad. Fight Club. I didn't know there was a Fight Club video game. And what football game is this? Oh, it's Gretzky. Like you want to see it. Gretzky NHL 2005. In his little car CD binder dealio. Alright, let's go to the games. I need some room. Alright. God of War 2. Both discs are in there. GTA Vice City. Doesn't look like... Oh, that's a poster, so that's complete. Yay. Once again, this is one of these things where after selling off the system I don't need, or maybe even keeping as a spare, and selling off the games I don't want, I'm basically going to be getting the games I want for super duper cheap or even free, or if I'm lucky, getting paid for the games that I actually want to keep out of here. Fight Night Round 3. Black, I don't think... Oh, it is complete. Black. Criterion made that game. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. This is how I knew that this box was here. Because like that guy who I bought that Dreamcast from, he had some Sonic and Knuckles figurines. I said, hey, got any Sonic games? He's like, man, I got a Sonic game in that box, dude. It's awesome. I've got, I think, multiple copies of it now. Need for Speed Underground. Cabela's Outdoor Adventures. No manual. Oh, shucks. Cabela's Big Game Hunter. Isn't that the one that's in... Oh, that's Dangerous Hunts, 09. Cabela's like Madden, goodness. Delta Force Black Hawk Down. Medal of Honor European Assault. Ghost Recon Jungle Storm. Adult owned all of these. He's a gamer. He said right now they just kind of moved on to PS3. They stay a generation behind. So they have a Wii for the kids and a PS3 for him. And when the next one comes out, he'll be selling PS3 stuff. So kind of good to know if I ever see future garage sales to go to that guy. Need for Speed Carbon. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Ford Racing 2. Good game. Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater. Metal Gear. Did I say Metal Gear? I think this is a better copy than the one I've got. That's kind of a trade-off. Alright, Gun. Might also be a better copy than the one I've got. I'll have to double check. Tiger Woods. A better golfing game. Hot Shots Golf 4. Nice. Oh, yes! Madden. Whatever. Smuggler's Run. That's a Rockstar game. God of War. World Championship Poker 2 with Howard Lederer. And, alright. This was interesting. I've never seen this. It's San Andreas in like a paper cover. No manual. That's gone. He said it came with this San Andreas, the introduction. Rockstar Games presents Sunday Driver. So there's that. He said it came in like a little dual, like a little cardboard thing to hold these two in. But I've never seen these at all. Don't need another copy of San Andreas, but I've never seen this little bonus disc thing for it. So that was pretty cool. Brother in Arms, Road to Hill 30. Dark Watch. That looked pretty cool. Kind of into the games that I was interested in cherry picking out of this box. Dark Watch, Brother in Arms. Need for Speed Underground 2, which I didn't have. Now I do. Oh, the Leaning Tower PS2 games. Becoming a theme on this channel. Area 51. I don't think this is the arcade shooter, like the arcade, like Virtua Cop. Featuring the voices of David Duchovny, Powers Booth, and Marilyn Manson. That's pretty cool. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. This is a Mortal Kombat game I've been kind of seeking because it contains, I don't know if I'll be able to see it, a Mortal Kombat kart racer. Brother in Arms, Earned in Blood. And the game that more than pays for, well, pays for the box and then some, should I choose to sell it. The Warriors. Complete. About a $25 game or so. Really, really good find there. All right. So all that for $20. More than makes up. I mean, once again, I'll keep the stuff I want, I'll sell the rest, and get my money back at the very least. Final pickup for this week was a garage sale from Saturday, but long story short, I talked to the woman running it on Friday as she was picking up change for the garage sale. I was kind of offhandedly asked, "You have any video games?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Is there any way possible I can come by tonight and look through the games? Because I'm busy on Saturday." She said, "Yeah." And I went to her house, said her son was going to have some games, and he brings out like this crate, and it is literally like the crate of randomness. And I wish I had more money, because before I get to what I picked out of that crate, let me tell you what I left behind. Just in my fervor of looking through all this interesting stuff that he had. I left behind A Link Between Worlds, Legend of Zelda for 3DS, had it priced for $10. It slipped my mind. He also had this like cigar box that he said everything inside $2. What he meant was everything was $2 each. And in my fervor of picking out a couple things, I left a Pokemon Leaf Green. I saw it, then like later that night I'm like, how did I forget the Pokemon Leaf? I never find Pokemon games out in the wild. And so a little disappointing, but with these finds, not that disappointing at all. Out of that $2 box, I did pick up Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages, Kirby's Pinball Land, and a game, which I believe is about a $20-25 game, The Blues Brothers. I believe that's kind of rare. I also picked up Clay Fighter 33 1/3. As you see, I haven't taken off the stickers yet. I did not pay what's he said on the stickers. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Yes, even though I was coming the night before the garage sale, I haggled. Okamiden. Ivy the Kiwi. Seriously, there's a question mark at the end if you didn't know. It's Ivy the Kiwi. For the Dreamcast, Bang! Gunship Elite. And a game I've been wanting to play for years, and I've never had a chance to pick it up, MDK2. I haven't played the original, and I haven't played the sequel, Murder, Death, Kill 2. So that's pretty cool. And the big find, something I've never, ever, ever seen out in the wild. An Atari Lynx. It's missing the battery cover. But he said it does work, and it does take, if you can find a power supply, it does take that. Interesting thing about Atari Lynx is if you're left-handed, you can flip it. You can flip the screen. There's the button that says flip right there. You can play it. There's, see, it has the A and B buttons on both sides. Pretty cool, huh? Atari Lynx. We didn't have the batteries to test it. He promised it works. Plus, I know how to find him. Should have done. Games. It has Awesome Golf. California Games. I need to see if there's a game in the system. I don't even know where to look, quite honestly. Push to open. Nope, no game in the system. Okay. That's cool. Whatever. Warbirds. Checkered Flag. And, interestingly enough, some complete inbox Link games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, Super Squeak, Chips Challenge, and Crystal Mines 2. Hey! Not bad, huh? He had the links with the loose games he had in that case for 30. And as you saw, he individually priced the links games. I asked him if everything I bought, if he'd take 60. Which isn't like a super awesome deal, but I do know the guy, I do know his mom, and I was there the night before their garage sale. So I didn't want to screw him, but I got a deal. And that's really cool. Who knows when I'm going to come across an Atari Lynx again. That's really awesome. That is my pickups for this week. I hope you enjoyed watching them as much as I enjoyed going out and collecting them and bringing them to you in this video. Keep your videos coming because I love watching them. Keep hunting. Don't lose faith. I know some people out there are just like, man, I never find anything. Mike Stank Mask Gardener has great advice. Hard work and luck. Hard work being get your butt up on Saturday morning. When you get to a garage sale, you don't see anything. Don't just, oh, they don't have anything here. Go up to the seller and ask. Be a human being. Be nice. Go, hey, I was wondering if you had any old video games. Their initial answer is more than likely always going to be no. Because they're just thinking about stuff they have in their garage. Pursue it a little bit. You know, old Nintendo, PlayStation, Sony stuff, Sega stuff. And they'll start thinking, oh, don't we have that Super Nintendo in the crawl space? And that's how it does it. Hard work and luck. It's what it takes. So take care. I'll see you guys next time.